Well, hello, hello, everybody. Hopefully, you're having an amazing day. I'm working on it. I've already had a very busy and good day. But, anyways, this is Harmony Stamps with Michelle, and I'm Michelle. I am an independent Stamping Up demonstrator, and I am showing you right now the three cards that are the make and takes for the the month of March. In order to get the make and takes, you just need to make an order using the host code um, on your screen or in the description. That host code, if your purchase is $35 or more before shipping and taxes, I will send you all of the supplies, well, paper, embellishments, and die cut or punched supplies to make to each of these three cards. You'll need your own stamp sets, your own inks, and your own adhesives, but I will send you all of the rest in order to make these three cards to each of those with that $35 purchase. All right, we're going to put those away. We are going to be talking about paper pumpkin today. Let me pull this off of there. There we go. Paper Pumpkin is a monthly card kit that Stamping Up offers. And March happens to be an extra special month for card kits for Paper Pumpkin because when we began the Paper Pumpkin program, I think it was in 2013. Don't quote me on that. That's off of memory, but I think we had our 10-year anniversary last year, so that would make sense. So every month or every March of each year, Stamping Up sends a present in the kit for everyone. And it's usually a stamp set, but sometimes it's something else. And this time it's actually a stamp set. So this March kit is called the Memorable Meadows, and it coordinates with the Meandering Meadows suite in our online exclusives. They always come in this fun little box. Sometimes it's even more decorative. Like last month's box was definitely more decorative. I do go ahead and use the large size, but this one comes with a garden green stamping spot. And then these are the images that the stamps are going to be for. So this belongs to this, and this belongs to this. So we're going to get, and these are not full size. So as you can see, there is a major size difference between the stamp and the stamped image there. But then we have these two flowers, which will color in. We have these two leaves, which will color in. We have this extra, which will color in as well. These are daisies. And we have another daisy there. And heartfelt thanks. Have a beautiful birthday. You've been on my mind. And it's the little things that matter. All right, we're going to set those aside for the moment. And this card kit makes 9 cards, 3 each of these 3 designs. You get full color instructions that completely lay out how to make your cards. You also have this fun little ruler that goes for 18 inches. And then the instructions continue on the back. On the very back of this, we have what comes in your kit. So you have these card bases, you have these wood, um, what do they call them? They're little wood, like ephemera. You have labels. We have some purple vellum. Excuse me. All right, let's just get into it and see what we've got. All right, so our adhesive pack and embellishment pack includes, oh my goodness, a very large sheet of the paper pumpkin dots. And then we have these fun iridescent sequin embellishments. And then we have some dimensionals. I will go ahead and use regular dimensionals and glue dots. These are the envelopes for the cards, and they are all the same. So they have this beautiful cloud imagery for the inside and then white on the outside. Let me pull everything out here. And of course, this does come wrapped in some pool party tissue paper. We're going to set that aside, make it a little bit easier on ourselves here. So here's our vellum pieces, here's our wood pieces, and then we have this card base. All right. And this card base is the same. That's just the back side of it. All right, so we'll put those two aside. Then we have this card base. And as you can see, you can easily cut these in half and have at least double your cards if you are the type that likes to do alternatives. And then our third card base is this, which also would work quite well. And you can see how this definitely is very much in line with the the Meandering Meadows suite from our online exclusives. I'm going to remove one each of these sentiment strips. And then, let's see, is the vellum over here? Or is it under here? Ah, there's the vellum. All right. And we'll need one each of these vellum pieces. Isn't that fun having it in that purple? Okay. And then we'll need one each of these wood pieces. And what I've seen a lot of is there's a lot of alternatives for this specific kit. And that's because there is so much that you can do with it. But also, you know, there's some people who were not thrilled with the wood pieces and they have added other things to make it more to their liking. All right, let's get our instructions again. Very important. And we are starting with this card base, it looks like. So I will put those two up there, and then we need, I think, this vellum piece. So we'll put that there. We're going to need the tree and this sentiment. All right. And did I get the same ones, or are they all the same? Oh, they might all actually be the same. Well, no, that's definitely different. Okay. There. Now we have the right pieces. All right. We're going to go ahead and fold our card base. And I like to do at least one as designed, or mostly as designed. I'm just going to burnish the edges. All right. Now, they did have, and I didn't get, let me, one other thing. So the way they have it designed, this just goes on there straight. And I want some color, so I'm going to add color. We are going to need a D block and which sentiment? Beautiful birthday. There, this one. I'm going to pick it up and we're going to ink it up. And no, we do it there. All right. I just like to make double sure that it's going to stamp well. All right. Although, since I've been using the glass mat as my stamping surface, it usually does. Just going to place that right down there. All right. They do have us using 3 glue dots. Well, for this one, I guess I should use those, but and then they want glue dots on the wood piece too, and dimensionals on that. All right, so I guess I don't think we need those because it is so dark. I don't think it's going to show as much. So let's just grab our glue dots from here and see. Wanted 3 across the center. Oh, there we go. And there. All right. And it just has it kind of down here in the center of the card. All right, so I'm going to use my blends and add some color to this wooden piece. So I'm just coloring in the wood bits. I'm using the dark pecan pie for the actual wood bits. And then I think I'm going to do old olive. I'm going to start with light for the tree itself. Oh, I didn't want the bullet end. I want the brush tip. There we go. And that actually brings up the grain on this wood too. I think this is like balsa wood, but don't quote me on that. So fairly easy to get some color down on it and make it more interesting, in my opinion. I wanted a little bit of shading maybe around some of this, bits. I'm not being terribly particular. I'm just kind of going over it until I feel like I've got what I want. Because trees come in varying degrees of shades. All right, so then it wants 1 glue dot there, right? 1 glue dot there, and 1 glue dot down there. All right, that looks like it. All right, and then it has it right about there. Perfect. And then it wants dimensionals. I'm going to go ahead and use my end pieces up. And all right, so it's going to be on this side because that wood piece is going to hold up the other side. All right. Okay, I'm liking that. And then it says 5 of these sequins are what we would be putting on here. Where is my take pick tool? I had it. There it is. All right. So looks like we've got 1 here, 1 here, 1 there, and 2 down here. To me, that's more than I don't do 5 that often, so I'm just going to go with less. You do what you want. If you want it more embellished, then please feel free to embellish as much as they choose or as much as you choose. But there is our first card. Very nice. All right, card number 2 is going to use this card base. So let's get it folded and burnish those edges. You get a drink. For some reason, after the long video I did on the retiring list, my my voice has not been the same, and it's getting a little bit worse. So I definitely need to stay hydrated. I'm gonna go ahead and test this out here on some scrap. Nice. And then they want this heartfelt thanks stamped right here. Nice. Cool. And we're going to use this bigger piece of vellum. And let's see. I think it's this. Yeah, it's this leaf that they want. All right. Shall we go back with the old olive again? And again, they just left this with the color and texture that was already there. But I feel like I just want a little bit more color to it than this. But that is up to you on your kit how you want to do it. Get the ends there. Then I'm just using the edge of that brush tip, not the very tip of it. All right, and then we'll get in there with some of the dark. Yeah, that ever happens. Put it back on, grab it so you're putting pressure to hold it in place. Duh. Sometimes, and actually with this one, oh, I've got the bullet end. I didn't want the bullet end. Why am I doing that? So I'm just going to make lines, basically, like you would see on a leaf, naturally. Not being super particular, just kind of giving it the impression. I'm sure when you were younger, you definitely did this when you were doing drawing and representing leaves on your own. I'm also going to connect them all the way to the center. There we go. All right, glue dots, return. And we are going to do 3 across the back again of our beautiful purple vellum. Pretty sure that's gorgeous grape. Come on. There we go. And we're going to have 3 glue dots on the back of our wood piece. 1 at the top. 1 at the second from the bottom. There we go. Now, if it will leave my finger, it is definitely more attached to my finger than that would. All right. Let's try the last one over here on this one. There we go. All right, so this they have kind of going there. See, this is what I'm not a major fan of, is they are covering up the beauty of the card. And that's what I'm finding other demonstrators who are doing more alternatives than not are finding too. And then we need dimensionals. 2 again. All right, so this time it's going to be going this way. So we want 1 up here. And one kind of there. And there, heartfelt thanks. And there is our next card, mostly as designed. All right, and now we're going to work on our final card in the of the pre-designed cards, the ones that are done for you. And I'm just going to pick this up and we're going to practice stamping it on this scrap paper. Nice. And then they want it on this sentiment strip going this way. So they want the gold and the bulleted end that way and semi-centered on it. There we go. That works. All right. So then we're going to have this vellum and this leaf, which again they left naked. Absolutely naked. All right. And I'm just going in with that old olive again. This is a slightly different configuration of the leaves. I mean, the good news is these are lightweight. They're not going to weigh your card down, but they are thicker than most embellishments. So you may need additional postage, non-machinable postage, to send this through the mail. All right, let's get our leafing or veining and all of that good stuff. So I'm just going to go kind of down the center a bit. All right. Connecting to this line here. And our final. There we go. Get our glue dots out again. Whoop, whoop. All right. So this time just need 2 glue dots on our vellum, one on each end in the center. And we do want 3 glue dots on our wood piece. One on each of the lower leaves and one on the center top leaf. All right. Then they have it going up here. About there. Okay. And then they have the leaf going across it, like about there. Okay. And then they want dimensionals on each end of this sentiment label. And it will go across like that. And they have it more centered over the vellum. So there. I'm just going to set this aside in a minute. That is the cards mostly as designed. Now, if you, oh, I need to do my embellishments. I keep forgetting. All right, so they have 3 embellishments on this one. One here, one here, and another small one up here. And then they also do 3 embellishments on this one. Looks like one right there, a big one, and then a small one down below, right about there. And yep, another small one up here on the vellum on this corner. There we go. Now we've done it. So you have all kinds of extra leftovers, which is pretty amazing. And you also have these extra fun things. Now, no. So January, February, March. So the last little thing that we had, the add-on, I don't even know if it's still available, but it had the daffodil and the word love, and there was a label and something else, but that coincides or coordinates with this card kit as well as the January and February one. Next month and the next 3 months is the current add-on, which are dies, which has a label, the word thanks, and that butterfly, that amazing butterfly, which apparently I don't have right close. But you still have this other stamp that says it's the little things that matter that we haven't used, as well as this flower, daisy. And we have all of these. So let's play a little bit with what we've got left. Let me get some white and see what we get. All right. This is probably going to be outline, I would imagine. So we're going to do this in Tuxedo Black, Memento ink. We'll just set her down just like that. La 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 la. There we go. And let us get our little leaves and set this aside for the moment. Do them in our garden green. It's all sticking. There we go. And then we are going to line it up. The way those lovely photopolymers let you see through is amazing. And ooh, look at that. That's a nice flush of color right there. Let's get Lemon Lolly out. Okay. Because we have a few other things. We have our circles for our center flowers, right? And those I want to be a very brilliant yellow. So maybe we'll do those in crushed curry. I had an A block right here. Right there. All right. So we'll just line her up there. Oops, let's get her down in it better. There we go. And the same with this one. Nice, that works. Okay, we're gonna put this away. And we're gonna put the garden green away for the moment. Then we're going to do the lemon lolly for the daffodils. Not the daffodils, the daisies. Get it lined up really good and drop it down. Ooh, pretty, pretty. All right. Oops, don't want ink side down. There we go. Now let's get the Daffodil Delight, which is why my brain was saying daffodil. And we're going to do this extra bit of shading for the daffodils. For sure it's going to go that way. Yeah. Okay. So I'm lining up the centers with the flower on the paper, and that will make it line up. Nice. Very nice. Now that's a fairly easy fussy cut for sure. If you are the fussy cutting kind. Thinking this is just like splat, and then this must be additional leafage or something. Not entirely sure. Let's find out. No falling over, please. Let's take that off and use this. I should have another A block somewhere, but let's just remove these and pick up that. All right. I think that, I don't know what this is. That's the funny thing. Let's do it in garden green. Let's stamp it on this first and see what exactly it's going to do. Oh, yeah, it's leaves. Oh, this is the center leaf. So you could do it in a darker color, or this is just adding more layers. There we go. Of green right there. Nice, nice, nice. Let's do our splat with lemon lolly and see how that looks. Little light because lemon lolly is light, but it works. All right, let's go ahead and close up our ink pads. And there's only one other thing that we haven't played with. Well, two things actually. Allow us to use the other two stamps from the stamp set, which this one you would probably use blends to color in. And then we also have the sentiment. And we will do both of these in tuxedo black. Pretty, pretty. Mm-hmm. There. Now we have stamped every stamp provided. That is a lot of fun. I'm definitely looking forward to doing some alternatives with this. I didn't bring enough blends to color these, but I certainly, let's do Granny Apple for the leaves here, because that I can do. Mm-hmm. Let's get some dark in there as well. I do have some yellow blends. Oh, I crushed curry in the blends, huh? Maybe I do and just don't have it with me. All right, this is the Daffodil Delight, the light one. So I'm just going to take that center and really go in there. And then I'm going to do the lemon lolly. I want the brush tip, Michelle. Brush tip. There we go. And then we'll get some dark in there to add some extra pretties. There we go. So that was all kinds of fun. I love this extra stamp set. I am definitely going to be playing with it. So the paper pumpkin kits, you can buy prepaid subscriptions. 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, or 12 months. You do get a discount for going longer than just 1 month or 2 months. The price for them is going up in May, both for just subscribing and getting them every month, and also the pre-purchase pre-order stuff. But it's still an incredible deal. When there's cards, it's usually 9 different cards, and there's lots and lots of different ways that you can use the materials and the leftover materials to make all kinds of amazing cards. Let me know what you think. I definitely had fun putting these together. And tomorrow we're going to get next month's make and takes. That's what we're going to be doing tomorrow on our video. And most likely we're going to be using the Nature Sweetness set. Sweet, which is partially carrying over and partially not. But anyways, this has been Harmony Stamps with Michelle, and I'm Michelle. I would love to be your demonstrator. All you have to do is select me, and I definitely like to spoil my customers. Have a fantastic day.